respective DGP sir, Vice Chancellor sir, Registrar sir, Director sir of the Pondicherry University, DIG, Pondicherry Police, all the SSPs, SPs, staff and members of Pondicherry University. It is a great honor for me to deliver this welcome address, and I welcome you all on the occasion of signing of MoU between Pondicherry Police and Pondicherry University. As all you know, this MoU will help us in cooperation, collaborating, both of us. It will help in academia, then research, and other projects between two of us. Pondicherry University can use our data, our cyber forensic lab, and other facilities for the internship of the students or for research purposes, or to develop some projects which can mutually benefit the Pondicherry, public of Pondicherry. We will also use your expertise, research in various topics of crime or social security or cyber security. So I am sure that this will help us a lot. We had signed this MOUs with RR University in February 24, Pondicherry Technical University in March 24, on the similar lines, and we will be also signing a MOU with NIA, Craikal, in similar regard. So I welcome you all this function. Thank you.
I will begin by extending a token of congratulations to Puducherry University because they have ranked 8th in IRC survey, and this is an improvement from 17 the previous year to 8 this year, and I am really hopeful that after association with the Puducherry Police, this thing is going to further be up in the ranking list, be in top 3 next year. It will be a very brief overview about the Puducherry Police as such. You all know the duty of Puducherry was under French administration, and the de facto power was given on 1954. In 1963, we had a de jure power, which means that all the rules, regulations, which were supposed to be in place, they were there, which also means that by October, IPC was very much on the ground. Now, this is a small interesting snippet that in the entire world, this KP, this is the thing, it is won only by the Constabulary of Puducherry Police. In 1830, in the campaign in Algeria, French army devised this because this was made with a very thin bamboo or something like that, very light structured. And it was known as Casquette d'Algeria, because in the Algerian campaign it was devised in 1830 onwards. It became almost the standard symbol for French army all over the world. But now it is not in place except for Puducherry. Now, in the police infrastructure, we have got 2 police districts, 8 subdivisions, 30 police stations, 15 other special units, and 8 outposts. In the 8 subdivisions, 4 are in Puducherry. There are 2 in Craikal, 1 in Mahe, and 1 in Yana. In this map, you can see the basic, very unique situation of Puducherry as such, because it is not one geographical entity. It is divided into 3 separate geographical domains which touch 3 states. And it is not an island, it is an urban island. So it is all surrounded by land. So a lot of border and the issues which pertain to border management and other crimes also are in place. Next, please. Crime scenario, we are growing at a consistent rate in terms of tourism, especially from Hyderabad and Bangalore. On weekends, the traffic goes up very high, and also around 3,300 FIRs in IPC in 2023. 25 are murders, 27 attempt to murders, but a major chunk is of accidents and theft. So that makes about almost 60% of the entire APC offenses. So this shows a broad overview of the crime. We don't have very intense or very severe crime situation in Puducherry, but yet issues are there, especially in traffic and minor thefts. One more thing which is emerging is on the horizon, and we are very serious for that, is narcotics, which anyway is growing in the entire country, and the cross-border narcotics transportation, especially of methamphetamine and MDMA. Ganja is also a drug, but it is not that much into the news as these new drugs are. LSD also. Bangalore, Kochi are the transportation and distribution hubs. And it is heartening for me to share with you that Puducherry police, just I think 1 week back, if I'm not mistaken, we have caught 1,000 plus LSD stamps, which is the biggest catch in the history of Puducherry. And in any surrounding area also, to the best of my knowledge. So this is one area which is of concern. Law and order is also very much in control. Political activities are intense, but they generally are regulated well. Next, please. Before I end the presentation, one small note about, because this is where we actually are seeking support also. Cybercrime, as is the norm of the day, is increasing at a breakneck pace. We can see that number of FIRs, number of complaints are not going through a trend line. They're almost jumping, galloping. So every year, new devices, new ways, new modus operandis are being used by the criminals. And I'm very happy to share the fact that we, in spite of having a lot of restriction in terms of number of staff, qualified staff, we are at the front in terms of recovery of whatever sum was pilfered. I think we already have 3 crores mark in terms of recovery this year. In terms of manpower strength, Puducherry Police makes up of 3,000 dedicated professionals, out of which 60 are of inspector rank, and it is headed by DG sir, and then IG sir, and then me, and that's how the entire infrastructure is. We're looking for your support as always, and we hope that next year ranking certainly will highlight that. Thank you.
morning, everyone. In fact, it has become good afternoon now. So, respected DGP of Puducherry and DIGP of Puducherry and IGP of Puducherry, and our Director Culture Relations, and librarian, and Head of the Department, Dr. S.A.V. Jaykumar, and Dean Engineering Science, and all the Dean Academic, and all the dignitaries from Police Department side, and the faculties from our Pondicherry University. It is a very special occasion for both Police Department as well as for Pondicherry University, because I feel, see, one side we are educating the public, another side we are taking care of law and order. So these two are, I think now we are together to working for the betterment of the society. So it is very rare also in some of the cities only it happens where the intellectuals are being taken into the help of the running the cities. So in that way, so only few countries they recognize also, see this, how we can utilize the brains of the intellectuals. So in that way, I am really happy that our DGP has identified our potential, and in fact, he was volunteering also and arranging. Generally, we have the MoU ceremony at our institution. So he volunteered here also to bring us here and more interaction with our police department personnels. So this will give the different aroma also, different perception also, how we can go together and work for the betterment of the city. So before we conclude, I thought I will give the some glimpses of our university, so that the police personnel also will understand what are the things we are doing here. So as you know, so we have, every institution has a vision and a mission. So we have a clear-cut mission and a vision. To our main aim is to give the education facilities and for the whole India, and our university is one of the national important universities, and we are also working for the educational upliftment of the younger brains. Go to the next. So our university started on 16th October 1985 and the Act of Parliament. So our jurisdiction spread over union territories of Puducherry, Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar. And since they don't have Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar, they don't have the reputed institution, we are still taking care of their educational needs. We have state-of-the-art libraries, laboratories, and in fact library also. We have Wi-Fi enabled 100% free, 100% power backup for the department and hostels. So we give a lot of stress on promotion to collaboration with both national and international institutions and industry partnership. So far we have 98 MOUs with various reputed institutions, universities, industry in India as well as and abroad. Next please. So this is our organization chart. Honorable President of India is our visitor. Honorable Vice President of India is our Chancellor, and Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry is our Chief Rector, then Vice Chancellor, then we have 3 directors and librarian, registrar, control of examination, deans, HODs. This is our the organization's chart. Go to next. So you might have seen recently in the public, in the newspaper also, recently we have jumped more than 10 ranking in the Indian Institute of Ranking Framework. So earlier we were, last year we were 17th rank. This year we got 8th rank. So among top universities. This is the sheer hard work of our faculty members, staff and students. At this juncture, I thank everyone for taking this step. Everyone is the part of this output. And this is our recent events, all-around approach regarding the MoU ceremonies and then releasing of books and conferences, all those things. These are some of the important statistics. Ours is NAC A grade. Now we are going to enter into the NAC this year. It is pending. We are expecting this. We will get at least A double plus. We have set everything ready. Now we are going to go about this. NIRF ranking is in 2023 is 101 to 150. We are trying to bring less than 100. That is our next agenda. Times World Ranking recently it is increased 1001 to 1200, and Times Impact Factoring also recently increased, it is 601 to 800. QS Sustainability Ranking also increased from, it is 801 to 820. So we have 3892 publications, 3892 publications, Scopus publications in last 5 years. So approximately 150 PhD students are graduating from our university every year. So we have running 130 projects, 25 consultancies and patents, and we have 415 faculties, teaching staff, and 430 non-teaching staff, and we have schools, departments, you must be knowing this 15 school, 41 departments, and courses wise it is 74 courses, PhD program wise 54. So our PG programs are very famous all over India. Students are, in other institutions difficult to get the students. Our problem is the problem of plenty. Many people will come here. We are not able to give them the student admission also. So you can see our publications also increasing. Soon it will reach 1,000 publications per year. That is our H index is very important. That is 135. So all around performance wise, it is slowly it is getting into. That is the reason our ranking also increasing. So this is the important for present scenario. So we have 55 national MOUs, 43 international MOUs. Where some of the international MOUs, we send students there also, their students also coming here, and we are now, UGC has allowed us to go for dual degrees and twin degrees also. We are working this also on the advice of UGC. We have a Study India program. This is very important. You can tell some of the partners there outside. The students can come here and study here and go. That is a special program. So we have a Study India program. Other than that, there is ICCR fellowships for the students who want to do PhD or a master's here in our university. The government is giving the scholarship for this. So recently, the Vikshit Bharat 2047 events. So the government has, Ministry of Education requested us. We have organized so many Vikshit Bharat events. And we thank the police department also for helping us to bring some of the events. So these are some of the initiatives, Green Campus initiatives, and all sewage is treated inside our university. No more treatment from, without treatment we are not releasing. We have EV charging because EV vehicles are increasing. EV charging port also we started different locations. Next. So Green Campus initiative, like the battery vehicle also we have incorporated in our routine for the students, and we have started the dengue control mobile tracking application with the help of this is betterment of our city, our computer science department, with the collaboration with VCRC. We have come out with the mobile tracking application. And we have also started the environmental friendly self-sustainable 3D printing house with the help of Auroville Minavayu projects. So we have also many workshops. This is whatever we have given here is the computer science related workshop, like workshop in collaboration of French Mathematical Institution and international speakers and participants about post-quantum cryptography. Next. So cyber security also we are having a workshop where this is MSME sponsored. Next. So the scope of this MoU is the subject experts on artificial intelligence, machine learning, image processing, data analytics, clouds, storages and retrieval, secure data communication and storage, cyber security, all those things. So our faculties are experts in this field. Their knowledge will be very useful for the police department. Whatever the data they have, they can share with them, and then we can come out with the solutions. And Puducherry dynamic traffic density landscaping can be elaborated later in the relevant forum. And then mutual lectures, training programs, sharing of expertise. In fact, our MBA department, management department, they are good at training the intellectuals, training the staff. So we can take the help of them also how to handle the institution. Then interdisciplinary support, combining expertise from departments like statistics, media science, management. That's what I told you. So these are some of the glimpses of what we are going to do. Other than this, there are a lot of scopes for a smart city where computer can play. And in fact, I don't know whether I can tell this. So we can collect all the CCTVs, and wherever a suspected person is there, even facial recognition, we can identify where is those things. All those things we can plan with our department, and based on the data, what are the best other cities are coming out, other cities are using the computer professionals, we can utilize here. And many of our students they are outside, they are doing excellently well. And recently we started from next semester, next year onwards, we are going to start BTech computer science. For 30 seats, my HOD was telling more than 22,000 application came. So that is our reputation of our computer science. In fact, if you take the number of publications, computer science department is top 3, other than chemistry, physics. So I should also acknowledge this. Number of student output and handling students also, they have enormous, there are different programs, they are taking care of this. So I request our faculty members on this occasion and Dean, HODs to bring out more output based on this MoU. It should not be the inactive MoU, so it should be more active. So that is my request to our teaching faculty. And from our police fraternity, please do not hesitate to contact us. Any issue related to where computer professionals will be helpful, not only computer science, even statistics, even the management training, or any scientific related, or anything related to field that our help is required. Our NSS team and the NCC team also very strong to want to give any training for drug control, all those things also we can take help of this. I am really happy that today we are having this MoU. So I definitely feel that this will be very fruitful, and thank you everyone.
Vice Chancellor, the Deans, Director, faculty members from the university, all the professors, my colleagues from Puducherry Police. I think I wanted to start with a congratulatory vote from Puducherry Police, but my DIG has already done that. For the NRF rank that you all got and the positions that you claimed from, moved up to the rank 8. Just before coming in, I was talking to the Vice Chancellor and other colleagues from the university. I know a little bit about how the NRF rankings and NAAC accreditations are done. I know how the private universities and private institutions go there to people who do this kind of activities, how they prepare their documents and ensure that their universities figure in the top 3 or 4. I would not like to name the universities and institutions in the country which do this kind of activities. They are there in Chennai, they are there in Delhi, they are there in Noida, they are there in Lucknow. I mean, all these institutions, they have separate teams, like you have a separate team to do MOUs with all the agencies. They have separate teams to pursue the NRF and NIRF and the NAAC accreditations. It's only in the government universities and central universities that we do not have this kind of a wherewithal to go it. Despite that, moving up so many positions is a tribute to all the faculty members sitting here. So I think Puducherry Police feels proud to be part of the group which has moved up in the ladder in terms of the academic excellence, and I am sure things would only move further up, and Pondicherry University will have much more to achieve in terms of its standing in the academics in the country. Second, which I wanted to mention, is the program. We thought we'd all meet at 12, but we all ended up reaching around 12:30, thanks to the problem in the traffic. And that is, I think, that the first agenda that I think, since we have signed the MoU, I will request the Vice Chancellor and all the members, the faculty members here, please develop a traffic management system for us. I think I already have an agenda for you. In fact, when we signed our MoU with RRU and also with Pondicherry Technological University, the one thing which we always wanted these universities and institutions which are there, because you all have 30 to 40% of the local boys who are doing the research in different fields. If somebody from Puducherry can come up with a design for the traffic congestion, how to solve the traffic issues in Puducherry. We all know that the roads are the same. You can't do anything about the roads. You can't do anything about the traffic. Maybe develop some apps by which you can regulate the traffic in terms of the timing or diversions if they are required in any of the places in the city. I think if Puducherry Police Traffic Wing and the concerned officer, the professionals from the university, if they can take this project as the first project, so that what the VC was apprehending, that this should not become a dormant and it should not be a non-starter. It will not become a non-starter. So I assure you, from my side and from the Puducherry Police side, we will take the best out of all the professionalism that we see in Puducherry University, and we will see that we take much benefit out of the MoU that we have signed today. Coming to the MoU and other related things, as I was mentioning, we have done an MoU with RRU, and it did not become dormant. It has been a very active MoU. We are about 6 months old in the MoU, and we have done a lot of courses, Karma Yogi program. We put a lot of our officers and men into it. On cyber security, we have been collaborating with them, and for coastal security, our teams are there with them, and regularly we are doing a course with them. And interestingly, and to the benefit of all the faculty members who are here, RRU is giving a police diploma to all my recruits who are passing out very soon. I mean, they will be getting a police diploma from the university. Similarly, the MoU that we signed with Pondicherry Technological University, in fact, we initiated the process with a couple of apps being developed by the students from the institute. And we did launch one of the apps called Petition Management System, by which the citizens in Puducherry can access and the timelines in terms of the delay in the disposal of the grievances. A kind of a grievance redressal system for the people has already been put into place, and that is how the MoU with PTU got into place. And this is our third MoU, and as my IG was mentioning, soon we are going to get into an MoU with NIT Karaikal. The purpose of reaching out to all these institutions, as the Vice Chancellor was mentioning in his address, that not in many places that the police reaches out to the academic institution. That is one side of the story. The other side of the story is most of you also do not know that even police has some people with some grey matter in their system. I must tell you that the Puducherry police, for the benefit of the faculty members here and all the university professionals, we're a small force of about 3,500 people. And among the 3,500 people, about 1,000 people are 2 years into service, and they have 30 years to go in their service. And among these people, and also the other officers and men we have here, the number of people who have done brilliantly in their academic field. Puducherry Police has 2 doctorates. Puducherry Police has people from IIM, University of Management. Puducherry Police has officers who went into IITs, who went into NITs and different engineering colleges. We have at least 300 to 400 postgraduates in the new recruit batch that we have. And as we talk about the collaboration for cybercrime and other related activities, I must tell you that Puducherry Police ranks very high among all the union territories in terms of the cyber commando force. This is created by the Government of India. The I4C conducted the tests for all the boys and girls from the police forces of all over the country, and it gives me a lot of pleasure to let you know that Puducherry has about 50 people in the national pool of cyber commandos and cyber volunteers. For a small force of 3,000 people, that's a huge achievement for them. And these are the boys who are going to get the police diplomas and other things. They will be the ones who will be interacting with you more in times to come and taking the benefit of all the professional expertise that you have. Police is no longer what it was when we all joined, say 30 years back, 40 years back, 20 years back. Policing, the role of police, the way the police addresses the public concern has totally changed. The police has become more accountable to people. There is a requirement to be public friendly, which generally it is perceived we are not. The requirement is for us to be public friendly, citizen centric, and the number of cases that we handle, especially in Puducherry Police, apart from what my colleague was mentioning, the accidents that we deal with, the issue is basically related to cybercrime. I must put it on record that it is the educated people who are becoming victims of the cybercrime. In fact, the number of cases that we get and the number of people who come to meet me and my colleagues out here, some of the senior functionaries of the government, some of the senior functionaries of private sector, some of the functionaries of even the universities. I think you need to educate the educated people during this process of our mutual cooperation. People who are falling prey to it under the lure of a fast gain out of these apps, whether it is in terms of the education loans, it is in terms of the betting racket. A lot of people have lost their money, and in 2023 itself, Puducherry itself has recorded about 2.6 crores of cyber fraud, and we managed to get about 30% of it recovered and handed over to the people who lost out in these activities. The legal owners of the money have been paid back after due process of the law. The police, we are brave in terms of our activity. We are committed. In terms of the academia, you are technologically oriented. You innovate. You create new ways of life for people. I am sure the marriage of the law enforcement and educational institutions will go a long way to help out the Puducherry society at large. There are many other activities on which we will be focusing, like the Vice Chancellor was mentioning, the facial recognition system. I am sure people who are here on a New Year day or on major functions, you see the number of people who come as tourists into this town and flood the beach road. We need such facial recognition systems to identify the pockets of troubleshooting areas. These are the areas on which your artificial intelligence and all your cyber tools will come in handy for us. There are plenty of activities like which university is doing. The presentation was mentioning about the activities that are being done in terms of the research and innovation. I am sure we'll all be taking part in a small way, in our own way. It is not that we are only the beneficiaries of it. All your students who come here, they can do internship with us. We will give them internship certificates. In fact, I know when they all apply for higher courses abroad, the internship certificates from the law enforcement agencies help them in a big way to get maybe a tuition fees waiver, or maybe a seat, or maybe even a better place in a better institution. I know one of the students from the PTU who had interned with us for some time has got beautiful, wonderful placement overseas for his education, senior education, and he even got tuition fees waiver. Our labs are open to your boys. Our data is open. Only the data which is classified may not be shown, but otherwise the entire infrastructure is open for your boys. You can send as many number of students as you want to do internship. Your researchers are welcome to do research on policing and law enforcement mechanisms. It will help them in a big way to develop their own professional skills. Professionally, you will be getting rewarded big way, and we'll also be getting rewarded in enhancing our own skills. I think with this MoU, with the kind of activities that we have proposed in it, I'm sure we'll be in a position to do much better things for Puducherry in the long run. I am sure the committee which will be monitoring the MoU implementation would be meeting once in 3 months, once in 6 months, to see that we improve upon our requirements and also accomplishments, and exchange notes on a regular basis. And I am sure this would come as handy for all of us. I am sure maybe next time when we all meet, we will get the other universities and other institutions which have signed MoU with us, have a brainstorming as to what can be done by PTU, what can be done by Puducherry University, what can be done by RRU, and what can be done by NIT Karaikal. Maybe we can even designate the areas of expertise among the four of you. I am sure you are the professionals, you will be deciding it. We will only be taking the benefit. I think that would help Puducherry Police in a big way, and also all your researchers and students. I am sure in the days to come, we again meet and exchange notes on this. I thank the Vice Chancellor for coming here, and like the Vice Chancellor was mentioning, they wanted all of us to be there in the university, which I would have loved to be there, but I thought getting into a neutral venue where we can meet and get to know each other would be a better option. So thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting our invite to come here and join us for this ceremony of MoU signing between university and the Puducherry Police, and I'm sure we'll have many more meetings like this. Thank you so much.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Tarnikar sir, esteemed Director General of Police, Dr. B. Srinivas sir, beloved Director CCR, Professor Clement sir, dear Registrar, Professor Rajneesh Putani sir, distinguished Inspector General, Dr. Ajit Kumar Singla sir, distinguished Deputy IG, Sri Brijendra Kumar Yadav sir, dear Dean International Relations, Professor Subramaniam Raju sir, dear Dean Academic, Professor Tilagan sir, dear University Librarian, Dr. Vijay Kumar sir, Madam Dean, School of Engineering and Technology, Professor Sivasatya ma'am, police officers from Puducherry Police, my dear colleagues from PU Docs, and Pondicherry University Administration, officers, law officers, staff, students, invitees, press, media, very good morning to one and all. So the kind of research, patent, publications, classroom teaching, seminar, kind of things offered by police officers to the university, we don't feel that we are signing an MoU with the police officers. Police officers are slowly becoming into professors, academicians, researchers kind of. And no wonder that we are becoming police officers in the classroom and the examination halls. We talk about cases, penalties, fines and things like that. You talk about patents and things like that. So it's a right collaboration that we are happy about it. On behalf of Pondicherry University, it is with immense joy and gratitude that we extend our heartfelt appreciation to all who have gathered here today to witness the historic signing of this Memorandum of Understanding. We stand in admiration of the foresight and leadership of our esteemed Vice Chancellor and DGP, whose dedication to collaboration between academia and the law enforcement has culminated this landmark agreement. Thank you very, very much for the guidance and support in this endeavor, sirs, my Vice Chancellor and DGP, sir. Thank you once again to everyone involved. May you all have a memorable day ahead. Thank you very much.